Well, very. It's not really popping in the hip hop world too much because I'll take a short little detour to pop music. Um, she has connections. This young lady with Ice Spice and a few other artists. But PinkPantheress's main concern now, and I'm getting this from allhiphop.com, so this is an interesting thing that she's included on this website. Uh, is the fact that she doesn't like long songs. I almost can't blame her because we're in a TikTok, YouTube short and very small, span of attention kind of world. We're in that kind of world where the attention span is like that. It's very quick. It's like give me more. I need more, and a little bit. Give me more of the content, but in smaller doses. That's the thing that's popping up and popping around the world. She's from the UK, and so she's not into bridges or multiple verses. She's more attuned to just a single verse and maybe a hook or a chorus, and then maybe an outro, and that's about it. Like she wants to have the whole game like you know retooled and completely overhauled to fit into the narrative of um, being very short, very quick, very short, tiny span of music. And like I said, I almost can't blame her because that's where the money is. That's where the money is. Kids' attention spans are shorter than even my own generation. Millennials are pretty much we're pretty much grown now. I think all millennials are adults now. I think that's true. Some Generation Z, Zoomers, they're going into adulthood for the most part. Some of them are already adults, I think, and the alphas are they're hardly even outside of the tween age. So, but Generation X, the boomers, they can hold on to some songs. They can listen to a song for 8 minutes, 10 minutes, 13 minutes, depending on the instrumentation, depending on the vocals, depending on the tracks. Millennials could hold their attention span up well. They could keep it going. So that's just something to definitely keep in mind. Something to really explore. The science behind the length of a song, the amount of chorus, verse, bridge, verse, outro, whatever the case may be, and people have reacted. There's people like Top Dog Entertainment president Terrence Punch Henderson tweeted, or X, or whatever the hell it may be. No more bridges. Like, he's saying, like, if you're a singer, especially, that's like one of the signature parts of a song that lets this person's serious about their music. Her song "Boys a Liar" Part 2 comes in at 2 minutes and 11 seconds. That's how long some freestyles are, or some verses are for a rap song. 2 minutes and 11 seconds. That's just how long the verse is. Sometimes. Um, like I said, Ice Spice is featured on that. Is in fact featured on who actually puts out under 3 minute singles as well. Ice Spice. She does her work as someone who uses very few minutes on the track. So there's a little bit of a contention, I think, with PinkPantheress's. That's a real, that's a very sweet name, PinkPantheress. She said it was almost like a name generator, almost like she wanted to put in just Pink Panther, I think, or Pantheress. She wanted to just put in Pantheress, but she had to add the pink to it. So that was that. Hold on. So there's that. I think it may not be a bad thing. I'm gonna give the younger generation. I'm gonna give them the pass, because they're probably worried about doing work. They're worried about doing their homework. They're worried about doing all kinds of stuff. They don't have enough time fit into their schedule because their parents have set up a schedule for them. You're gonna have a play date now. You're gonna have your dinner now. You're gonna have this and all this regimented scheduling, and they're not gonna have enough time to listen to a full song, or even, oh my God, almost an album. Oh my God, could that be something? But a single, it's gotta be under 3 minutes, 2 minutes and some odd seconds. I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt on this one. So I think we're accustomed to listening to full albums, full concept albums, sometimes full albums that take your mind into a different place and allow you to realize different emotions. That's the power of song. That's the power of music. That brings it all together. That's what makes it worthwhile. When you have an artist that can distinguish between how long they want their song to be and whatever they want, then and realize that it's not about the audience. You're able to distinguish that. You're able to say, I'm not worried about what the audience really thinks. I'm just doing this for me. But if this works for them too, then that's great, wonderful. That's special. But it's just like Ayn Rand's character, her famous hero, in her book, The Fountainhead, said. He said, "I don't build to have clients. I have clients to build." So that's the reason why you should have art that is curtailed to you, that you enjoy like doing, that you like having, not anyone else. No one else. It's no one else's business. Whatever comes up from your musical stylings, let that be you. Let that be your position. Let that be how you are perceived, not anyone else. It's not about anyone else. It's about you. It's about your way of conveying a message. So I think PinkPantheress may have something here. She might start or continue something. And it's definitely started an online debate, because they were saying like how Kendrick Lamar and Drake songs were like 6 minutes long during their battle, like they're like 5 and 6 minutes long. And Pop says this from hiphop.com. However, pop star PinkPantheress believes most songs should be under 3 minutes, and that may even do better for performing. She may have to, you may have more songs to do. You may have more songs to pack in because you have a shorter span on the single song, on the one song. So you have multiple songs that are 2 minutes or short, 2 minutes and a few seconds long, and you continue with that. This is what Pink Panther says. I see that I was able to experiment in making short songs was just a result of me experimenting. A song doesn't need to be longer than 2 minutes and 30 seconds, in my opinion. Pink Panther stated this to ABC News. She was on ABC News. She went on to say, we don't need to repeat a verse. We don't need to have a bridge. We don't need it. We don't need a long outro. She's only 23 years old. I feel like an old man. I should be talking about this young girl, this young lady. She's an adult, but she's 13 years my junior. So, goddamn. Well, 12 years right now, technically. But next month it's gonna be 13 years my junior. So they're still saying tweet. They're still saying hit X. They're talking about X, the social network. But it's also called. They say tweet. They say, and the action is still tweets, because I don't know what the action is. Is it X'd? He was Xing. He X'd the message. It's goofy. But anyway, long songs are maybe perishing. They may be going to the wayside. I'm so out of the loop on TikTok. I have no idea. I watched a show. I watched a show. I watch a show that is so I just want, to say that, long songs may be out of here. They may be dead and gone. They may be dead in the water. Maybe a rap for long songs. And maybe rap for these long videos. I'm going to be cutting out in a few seconds. In a few minutes, I'm going to be out of here. I'm not going to do a whole hour show. So, that's giving you fair warning right now. It's not gonna be out. You can catch the rebroadcast or something. That I was trying to do shorts again. I don't know why in the world they're not picking up the audio. I don't know why they're not doing that. They were doing it perfectly. I hadn't to do anything extra. I didn't have to do anything. They must have changed the settings for something stupid. In the time that I stopped doing the shorts. But that's just it. That's all. That's how marketing is. For movies and TV shows, they'll just do like a growl and then show like the date. June 2025. Coming March 2025. A woman screams and that's it. And that's the end of the teaser. It's not even a trailer. It's like a teaser. That's very common nowadays. So I think that is very telling about our own lives, our own selves, on who we are, where we are, in reality, in society, and the truth behind that. And there's no such thing as society, really. It's just a collection of individuals. But that collection of individuals, a portion of that, a great amount, millions of young teeny boppers, and mainly tweens and stuff like that, they're going for short songs. They don't need that long song. They don't need that long cut. I love guitar solos. I love hip hop. Just flowing off a record. Just constant stream of thoughts and ideas. That's what I like, and that takes way more than 2 minutes and some seconds. But if you listen to the music nowadays, it's all programming. It's all about, can I get this song into your head? Because the first day you listen to a song, you're like, song's kind of whack. I don't like it. Second day, you're like, okay, why are they playing this song again? I don't really like it. Third day, you're bobbing your head to it. You're like, all right, okay. Fourth day you listen to it, you're like, all right, it's kind of all right. It's all right. Fifth day you listen to it, you're like, this is fire. That's like a work week. That's how the programming of radio is. It's psychological. They probably have a team of different psychologists that go in and determine the different, frequencies of the radio, how many beats per minute, how many intro and chorus, verse, chorus, bridge, outro, all that. They record that and they write it down. They say, look, you need to have more songs like this that are shorter and right to the point. That's the way it really goes. You really don't have the time to have a full thought, explored. You don't have that. You don't have that opportunity to do that. You don't have that chance. So that's just something to think about and consider. I know for a fact that I experienced that multiple times. I was working for the Vault. I was in the kitchen, and I'm listening to the song. I'm listening to the Breakfast Club. I'm just like, man, this song is trash. What's wrong with these people? Why are they playing this? And then like by the end of the week, I was like jamming. I was washing the pots. I was cleaning and dancing to the music. It was tight. It was tight. But that wasn't much of a problem for me. That wasn't an issue. That didn't take away, from my understanding of myself or who I was. But it was a definite action. I think it's like supposed to be. And you gotta eat the booty like groceries. It's like that song. They played that song out and they wore it out. Songs that are good. That was an okay song, but good songs like I Don't F With You, that song, fire. Especially E40's verse. Like that's a long song. That song, what is that clock? I'm gonna look at how much it clocks in as. I'm gonna look it up. Let's see how long it's. 4 minutes and 44 seconds. That's a record right there. That's a recording. Okay? PinkPantheress is not gonna be going for that, 4 minutes and 44 seconds. At all. So that was the problem. So that was a major issue. To be included in that group, though, to be included in that coveted group of people, like PinkPantheress, she's got people lined up, little kids, 10 to 19 years old, and some older, they're trying to listen to her music and just have a good time. It's gonna be brief. It's not gonna be that long. It's gonna be brief. It's not gonna be a whole show out. It's gonna be a quick little snippet. You listen to it, you get it, you keep moving. That's the plan. That's the idea. So if you have that idea within you, if you have that consistency, if you have that ability to really understand, that this is all a business. This is the business of show, people. Remember that. This is the business of show. Jazz hands, like minstrel show. That's what it is. It's all about vaudeville all up to now. It's all about entertainment and how many dollars you can get from that entertainment. That's what it's really about. They don't care if your show is trash, if your movie is trash, if your album is trash, if it can make money, then we can make a deal. Nobody has to get it. Nobody has to understand it. You have a core base. You have a core audience. All that matters is the fact that you put it out and it's on record. That's the only thing that matters. That's all that matters. So when you have people say, oh, there's no good music today, there's no good music today, understand the reason why. The reason why is because it's a business. They're making McDonald's cheeseburgers of music, and they've been doing that for years actually. But I'm saying, especially now, it's like I go to McDonald's. You don't have to say anything. Mostly the people. The people aren't even at the cashiers. You go to a kiosk and you put in your digital information and everything like that. You put in you wave your magic watch, your magic phone. It goes. You feel the vibration, and automatically you're all zoomed in to getting your Big Mac. I was gonna say Whopper, Big Mac. You're tuned into it. So that's how the game is changing. There's going to be more learned machines. There's going to be more artificial intelligence. That she may be even right about that, because there could be artificial intelligence that'll have 7-hour songs or something crazy like that. They'll be able to tool them and cause them to have elongated songs. But humans will still have 2 and 3 minute songs or something like that. She may be on to something there. Not saying she's right. I'm not caping for her. I'm just saying what's real, and that is the business of show. It's all about the money. It's always been about the money. Always will be about the money, and that's not a bad thing. That's a good thing. The only thing is you just have to get used to certain things. I was watching a hockey game. Whenever you just listen to the music they play on hockey. It's all classic rock. And classic can be stretched out to a few years. I'm talking about at least 50 years. Maybe the latest is maybe 20 years. Maybe 20 years. Maybe the White Stripes, Green Day, Jet. Could be a few of those, for the early 2000s. But nothing after that. It's because rock is dead. Rock is dead as a doornail. Put it in a coffin. But it's still great music. It's excellent music. It's just dead. And they know the audience isn't full of Negroes, and the players aren't Negroes. So they know who they're playing the music for. It's all in programming, kids. It's all in the programming. That's my point. You go to a basketball game, you're going to hear hip-hop. You're not going to escape it. You will hear hip-hop. You go to an NBA game, there's going to be some hip-hop playing on the speakers. You go to a hockey game, there might be 1 or 2 hip-hop songs, but very few. Very few. And they may not be up to date. They're either really up to date or, quote unquote old school. I don't really like to use the term old school, but, earlier stages of hip hop. That's what is the truth. That's just reality. That's just a fact. And you have differences like football and baseball. There's a lot of more colored people on the field. They're not necessarily FBA, foundational Black Americans, but they're dark-skinned, Dominicans and Cubans and stuff like that. They look black, and then they have their intro songs. They're probably hip hop, something like that. And the stadiums playing hip hop songs sometimes. Same thing goes with football, NFL. The NFL is like almost completely integrated. Hockey's not so much. Basketball not so much for white people. There's a few white people, but it's not the majority. Majority in NFL is black, but they're not usually the quarterbacks and the coaches and the staff team. But they listen to the music is usually hip hop. It's a mixture of hip hop and rock. Just to give you examples. But back to the length of the song. The length of the song really captures how the attention span has eroded over time. It has completely shrunk in time. Since the beginning of the sound scan era and different points that you get when you get onto the Billboard charts. You see how long each song is from number one on down. You see, the length of the song has been shortening probably over the last 2 decades. And that's just a reality that we have to face. That's just something that's very true, very real, very present. So we have to look out for that. We have to, be prepared for that. We have to, as old heads, like I'm an old head. I'm the 35-year-old man on his porch yelling at the kids, "Get off my lawn!" that's me. I've accepted that. I'm very ancient right now. Once I see gray hairs in my eyebrows, and I'm like, yup, yeah, I'm definitely old now. Still don't see the gray hairs in the eyebrows yet. They'll probably come in the next 5 to 10 years, maybe 20. They'll be there, but for right now, I'm somewhat young, somewhat. Put an emphasis on somewhat. But no, but PinkPantheress, she is she's definitely somebody to look for. She has a few mixtapes. Let me see her discography. She has one studio album, Heaven Knows, and one mixtape, To Hell With It. So she going to heaven and hell on her tracks. She talks about she had body dysmorphia, suffered from gradual hearing loss, from exposure to loud music and microphone feedback. She reported being 80% deaf in her right ear in 2022. God damn. Walker revealed her medical condition is from Wikipedia while appearing on the Louis Theroux podcast. Walker's hearing has been altered. Voices now sound mostly like bass due to the damage. Jesus Christ. That's sad. And maybe that's another reason why, that's a revelation to me. That could be another reason why she doesn't like long songs. Because duration, maybe, she can only go for a certain amount of time before her hearing, really starts to deteriorate. Noise-induced hearing loss. That was from the movie Sound of Metal. That's a movie I strongly advise everyone to watch. Excellent movie. Excellent movie. So yeah, it is a short little one. I just wanted to do a half-hour show. Just wanted to come in. I saw PinkPantheress's name and read about how she says about short songs. And I wanted to relay that to you. So thank you for watching. I appreciate everybody that came through today. I didn't have too much in the chat, but that's okay. I appreciate the ones that came in and gave a like and viewed. I definitely appreciate you. So definitely look for me. I may do another show later today, maybe longer. I don't know. It's no promise, but it could happen. But I thank you for watching right now, and I appreciate you. Take care.